Happy Tuesday. Coming to you a few days early this week is our weekly 5 Minute Friday. Each week, we take a few minutes to step back from the financial headlines and focus on what actually matters for your long-term plan. Today, we're talking about three things. First, why markets continue to feel uncertain even when fundamentals are relatively stable. Second, a simple way to reduce financial stress heading into the second half of the year. And third, and a powerful mindset shift for what your retirement years can really look like. Let's jump in. One of the most common questions right now is this: why does everything feel so uncertain, even when things don't seem that bad? And it's a fair question. Right now, we're seeing a mix of signals. Interest rates remain a major topic, inflation conversations have not fully gone away, and markets continue to react quickly to new data and headlines. But here is the important thing to understand. Uncertainty is not the same as instability. Financial markets tend to move based on expectations. When expectations shift, even slightly, markets respond. A helpful way to think about it is like driving through fog. You may still be on the straight road, but because visibility is lower, everything feels more unpredictable. That does not necessarily mean the road has changed. It just means you have less clarity in the moment. Key takeaway: a well-structured retirement strategy is designed to navigate periods like this, not avoid them or react to every headline. As always, this is general information, not a prediction or recommendation, and your individual situation may be different. As we move into June, there is a very simple question worth asking. Does my financial life feel more complicated than it should? For many people approaching retirement, the answer is unfortunately yes. Not because they are doing anything wrong, but because over time things naturally get layered. Multiple accounts, different income sources, changing expenses, tax considerations, and shifting priorities. What we often see is not a lack of effort, but a lack of clarity? So instead of focusing only on numbers, try this mid-year exercise. Simplify visibility. Ask yourself, do I clearly understand where my income will come from? Do I know how much flexibility I have with spending? Does everything feel coordinated or just accumulated over time? Because here is the truth. Complexity creates stress. Clarity creates confidence. And for many households nearing retirement, this mid-year period is the perfect time to bring everything back into alignment. Not by making drastic changes, but by simplifying and organizing what is already there. When people think about retirement, they often think about stopping work. What they do not always think about is what replaces it. And this is where many retirees are surprised. Because after the initial freedom, there's often a desire for structure, progress, and a sense of contribution. The difference is now you get to define what that looks like. We call this the back nine mindset. It might include mentoring younger professionals, supporting causes you care about, learning new skills, or applying your experience in ways that are flexible and personally meaningful. The important shift is this: retirement is not about doing nothing, it is about choosing what matters. And when that is aligned with your financial plan, it creates a very different kind of confidence. If you enjoy content like this and want a more structured perspective on planning for retirement, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow along for future 5 Minute Fridays. And if you're starting to think about simplifying and organizing your financial life as you approach retirement, we are always happy to have a conversation. Thanks for being here and have a great weekend and week before the weekend. We'll see you next time. Disclosure: Five Stone Financial Group provides general information for educational purposes only. This content should not be considered investment, tax, or legal advice. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Please consult a qualified professional regarding your personal situation. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.